While the effects of puberty on the body are frequently discussed, the intriguing changes that take place in the brain are largely ignored. I've come here to discuss puberty with you. Any inquiries? Your reproductive organs develop and mature during puberty. Any inquiries? You can develop into a sexually mature adult thanks to this maturing. Your body goes through so many other changes that puberty might appear almost miraculous. I believe I will continue from here. In actuality, puberty starts in the brain. The onset of puberty is caused by the production of waves of a certain hormone at some time, often between the ages of 9 and 14 in children. Puberty can endure up to 4 to 5 years, and despite how simple it would be to put a child to sleep and wake up an adult, this maturity is sluggish. And owing to two of the main actors in puberty, estrogen and testosterone, during this protracted process, the brain also goes through its own alteration. These hormones are produced in the developing testes and ovaries, and they go to the brain through the circulation. Once there, they engage with receptors on neurons to affect the activity of the individual cells by altering their development, rearranging their connections, or making them more or less excitable. This can affect your feelings, thoughts, and behavior over time. For instance, hormones alter and shape the limbic system, a group of brain areas in charge of emotional behavior. According to studies using animal models, the amygdala changes in size and connection during puberty. The amygdala has a variety of purposes, including helping you identify emotions on your friends' faces and seeing risks in your immediate area. Its growth enables you to interact with your peers more effectively while preparing your brain for knowledge acquisition and exploration. Similarly, the reward and sensation-seeking nucleus accumbens is reorganized throughout puberty. It is believed that activity in this dopamine hub is what causes the joyful feelings we experience while engaging in rewarding activities, like as spending time with friends or trying new things. Numerous studies have discovered that the nucleus accumbens reacts differently when hormone levels rise throughout puberty. As a result, throughout adolescence, exploration and social interaction could seem to be even more crucial. Their connections with higher cortical brain areas tend to develop over a longer period of time as these emotion and reward centers grow quickly. These cortical areas, which aid in impulse control and emotional regulation, continue to develop even after puberty, far into your 20s. Despite the unjust assumption that youth are reckless or impulsive, research shows that the reality is more nuanced. When given the time and space, teenagers are just as capable of making informed judgments as adults. Teens may find it more difficult to control their emotions only under extreme stress or when they are in a rush. Additionally, this prolonged cortical development makes it possible for teenage brains to continue to be flexible as they learn and develop in novel contexts, create their identities, and develop the skill sets required for adulthood. There are still a lot of unsolved concerns regarding how puberty affects the brain, despite what we do know. What triggers the brain's initial puberty signal? Why is puberty starting on average sooner now? In addition, despite their seeming strength, hormones could not constitute the whole picture. The maturation and molding of the growing brain may be influenced by experiences you undergo during adolescence just as much as by hormones. Because of all these physical and psychological changes, it may seem as though puberty has the upper hand, but you actually have more control than you realize. Your daily decisions, whether they include developing new abilities, being a good friend, or setting boundaries, will eventually determine who you are and who you will become.